Hi guys, I thought we'd have a little Wipnchat, and while I work on my butterflies from Diamond Art Club. I did a video this morning. I've been all day trying to get it to upload. So it's just not wanting to play along with me. So I hope everybody's doing fine. For some reason, it feels like Saturday. Even though I went to prayer today. Well, there wasn't many of those. There's not many of these. These are kind of odd. There's not much going on here. I was hoping to have a Temu haul for you guys, but we'll enjoy it when it gets here. That's all I can say. You kind of can't control when it's going to get here. So, man, we walking through these little colors. Whoops. Started to put it in the wrong thing. How many whips do you guys have going? I've got 5. Yes. Well, no, 4. Sorry about that. Yeah, 4. Sorry. So, let's go with this is a little bit more. It is pretty outside. It's kind of cool. It's warmed up quite a bit from this morning. Now this morning it was cold. I've been watching Midsummer Murder. I've seen them all. I've seen all of them. It's a fantastic murder mystery. It's in England. But it's one of those shows you can watch again. I really like mysteries. I always thought it would be cool to go on one of those mystery outings where they stage a crime and you have to figure it out. I always thought those would be kind of neat to go on. Now, Columbo, I liked his show, not because you didn't know who did it, because you knew right off the get-go who did it, but you had to figure out how they was going to get caught. What did they do wrong? They got him caught before he figured it out. Or before he told you. Because it was always something that right off the bat they did and he knew. So I liked his show because you had to figure out, okay, I know how they did it, but how's he going to catch them? So I liked it for that reason. I don't have very many of those. Several of them, I don't have that many. So I'm hoping, yeah. This has been a fun one. I'm almost done with my sheep. Now, I've got 2 canvases, and I got them way back, almost when I first started buying diamond paintings. One of them's the dragon, the little green dragon. The other one is a steampunk cat. Yeah, it's totally. But both of them are kitted up. But it's like, okay, which one do I want to start work on? It's almost like I want to start working on both of them. But when I get these 2 big ones done, I'm going to go with just one big one and finish up my 2 smaller ones. I think they're 20 by 30s or 20 by 20. Now, They're bigger than that. So I don't know how big they are. I'd be lying if I tried to tell you. So I'm just not going to tell you. Okay. So I've been working on this one during the day, and then at night I work on my sheep. And so that's where I'm at with that. We had a great prayer time. Always enjoy praying with the ladies. We always have such a good time. We pray for lost family members, our kids. This did have plastic over it, and it was the kind of plastic that you can tear off a little at a time. It drove me crazy. And I'll tell you why. Because I couldn't see, and I'd be pushing, realize I was on plastic. So I took the plastic off and put these. Which is much better. Let me show you something. Have y'all tried these? These are delicious. Oh my gosh. They are so good, so good. A girl gave me a big box of them. And oh, they're delicious. So if you haven't tried them, try them. With my old teeth, it's kind of hard to eat them. But let me tell you, I still chomp down on them. Because they're good. I just ate one before I started filming. Sometimes I can let me try that again. Sometimes I can record a long video, upload it, no problem. Then there's times, even the shortest video. So I don't know if it has something to do with the weather or what causes it. Or it just does it to drive me crazy. Maybe that's it. I fixed some chicken for lunch, but Bella ended up with most of it. I don't know. I had fried chicken and fried potatoes. I ate the fried potatoes, gave her the chicken. And most time, that's unusual for me because I love fried chicken. So, but Bella didn't care. She's saying, hand that chicken over. So now she's sound asleep in her little bed. We had the blood drive yesterday at church. Now it's strange, because when I lived in Tompkinsville, I could get blood. I moved here, and I can't get blood because I have an enlarged heart. Well, they knew about it in Tompkinsville, and I could still get blood. But when I told them here, they wouldn't let me. Said it was dangerous. So, I don't get to give. And I can understand, they don't want to be liable if something happens. But it's not like I never had given blood before. And why I had to give them blood was because when we got blown away in the tornado, it was because someone had given blood. And it helped us. So I kind of want to do that in return. And no. So and I was watching someone's, and I'm not going to mention names. I was watching their video, and I felt so bad for them because I like their videos. Their videos usually are pretty laid back. Yeah. And she had befriended someone, and that person is now bullying her. And I felt so bad for her. I want to put this out there. First of all, you thinking you're better than someone else, there's a problem with you. If it makes you happy to see someone else sad, then there's something wrong with you. If you feel good when you can make someone else cry, it's you with the problem. Bullying is wrong no matter what. And it will not be tolerated on this channel. And of course, a lot of people was telling her, just ignore her. But it had upset her. And she had finally, I think, had enough. And she was telling this person, look, it's through. I'll let you go for a while, but it's through. You'll need to move on to someone else. Bullying isn't about the person you're picking on. They're not the problem. It's you that has the problem. There's something in your life that has made you so miserable, you want to make somebody else miserable. So, yeah. I just wanted to put that out there, that bullying is not going to happen on here. First of all, I don't pay no attention to it. I'm the type of person, if you're picking on me, you're leaving somebody else alone, that type. But it's wrong to pick on somebody. It's wrong to try to feel good in making somebody else miserable. There's too much going on in the world. We need to stick together, uplift one another, not tear people down. We're here to build people up, encourage people. Ain't got time to play these little pity games. So, enough about that. Of course, when I grew, I must have been the most sheltered person in the world, because I didn't know half the things that were going on in the world when I was growing up. So I must have really been sheltered. It's only after I got grown and moved out that I started finding out just how wicked and cruel people can be. Because I grew up, we lived way out. I mean, way out in the sticks. And that kind of stuff just didn't happen. And if it did, I didn't know anything about it. Of course, when I was growing up, I was too busy wanting to run and play. You didn't sit in the house when I grew up. You went outside and played. My dad, when we lived on that big farm, there was a pond way you had to walk. As a kid, it seemed like I walked 20 miles, but it probably was about 2 miles. But you know how big everything looks as a kid, twice the size. But anyway, Daddy, he could swim. And so he went out, and he knew us kids. He knew we wasn't going to stay out of the water. He could have told us and told us and told us. If he had told us, we would have snuck. Me and Ricky would have snuck and gotten that water. But anyway, we couldn't swim. Not at that time. And so Daddy put a rope, and he said, if y'all get out in here, don't go past the rope. And so we knew, okay, that we couldn't go past the rope. And yes, we got in that water. That keeps sliding off. But I was an outdoors kid. I wasn't the type of kid that wanted to be indoors. I wanted to be out running the woods, climbing trees. Yeah. I hate being indoors. And to this day, I don't like being indoors. I want to be outdoors. Now, when my husband passed away, I started taking my son, our son, out on, we'd go camping. And it was so much fun. Then you get the wrong people start coming in the camp. And it totally ruins it. Of course, there was nobody over it, you know. And most of the people were pretty decent. We was there swimming. These group of guys and women come. And here we are, you know, got bathing suits. Of course, I was a chubby girl, so I had shorts and a t-shirt on. And they start stripping down to their underwear in front of my child. Oh. And just, it was like nothing. And me, my niece, and nephew looked at each other and said, it's time to go. We left. How rude would you do that in front of people? I can understand you wanting to do that if no one else is around. But why would you do that in front of someone? So we just never went back. And I mean, this was men and women both. Just strip it down like it was nothing. Of course, you got teenage boys standing there with their eyes all bugged out. I grabbed my son, and they grabbed their son. But it's just, and that goes back to how you was raised, I guess. I just need one little, I was going to say, I just need one of these. Of course, it won't flip over. Fine. So that was that excitement. So we just never went back because, for one thing, we felt like, okay, this ain't safe no more. You got people that don't care what they do. Okay. Oh, that's way too many. I just need 4. There. It's like, I don't need a whole big thing. I just needed 4 of them. It's all this odd and end stuff that takes the longest. That's too many. But this is also helping me move along. Now, I like the N's and the A. And there's one J I keep missing. So we're going to knock it out right now. J. 356. I don't have many of that color. Look. Whoops. What was that number? So I hope I can uplift. Oh, look at the time. It's been no time. Good grief. Well, guys, I'm gonna have to say bye. I hate that. Just when I get to enjoying your company, it's time to say bye. Well, I'm not gonna say bye. I'm gonna say until I see you again. You guys hang in there, stay strong, don't give up, no matter what happens, and God bless you. I'll see you. Bye.